Hello creative mind, welcome to another sewing project. If you're new here, my name is Marvelous, and on this channel I share pattern drafting, sewing tutorials and everything fashion related that make fashion easy and fun. And in today's project I'm going to be sharing with you how to make a beautiful Ankara crop top just like you see here. So this crop top was made with an African print, but you can make do with any material of your choice. It depends on how you want it, and trust me, this crop top is very versatile. Like, you can wear it anywhere, you can just rock it however you want to rock it. I'm also going to be dropping a link on the description box on how you can come about a beautiful and simple Ankara short if you're interested in also learning how to make that. Without further ado, let's get right into the cutting and also the sewing. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you're yet to do so, and also turn on your notification bell so that whenever I post new tutorial you get notified. Let's get right into it, guys. So I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into two. So I just went ahead to measure how lengthy I want it to be. So my shoulder measurement, and I added about 10 extra inches for my sleeve. Depends on how wide you want the sleeve to be. So I'm just going to impute my shoulder measurement, then I'm going to be using what I have left for the sleeve. This more like a cut together kind of top. So you want to just go ahead and also impute your length, that is the length you want for your sleeve. So I did about 10 inches for my length, then I went down by 1.5 inches, which is going to serve as my shoulder slope for this top. Then I'm going to be marking for the back neckline about 1.5 inches, and I'm going to be marking about 4.5 inches. So 4.5 inches by 1.5 inches. You can do more or you can do less, depend on how wide you want it to be at the neck area. So I'm just going to go ahead and curve it just like I seen, and I'm also going to connect from that point down to the 1.5 inches shoulder slope that I drew out earlier. So the next step now is to measure how long I want this crop top to be. So basically the crop top is going to sit around my waistline, but I'm just going to be adding extra 2 inches to it. So I'm going to be mapping a total of 20 inches for this crop top and extra 2 inches again for folding allowance. So if you want your belly button really exposed, then you can just do exactly your waistline measurements, but I'm just going to be adding extra 2 inches for mine so that it will come down a little bit. Then I went down again by 2 inches for the folding of the hemline. So that's basically it. So what I'm going to be doing there is to map out the round waist measurement I'm going to be using. Then I added extra 4 inches, which I later reduced to 2 inches because I realized it was too wide. So I'm just going to connect from my sleeve part all the way down to the crop top length, just as I'm doing here. So just go ahead and connect it, and you can also make any adjustments. Just like I said, I reduced the wideness of the length of the crop top later on as I realized that it was too wide. So I went up by half an inch when cutting out that shoulder part, just to have an allowance for the folding. So now I'll place this on the other side of my fabric to cut out the second part. So I'm just going to just trace it out just the way I cut out the first part. Nothing really, just trace it out. If you had a wider fabric, that if you have more fabric, you would have just cut this together like the front and back together, but because I just have this fabric, so that's why I'm cutting it this way. So after cutting this out, I'm now going to go ahead and use one part for the front, where I'm going to impute the neckline I want for the front. So I'll just take out one piece which is going to serve as the back piece, then we'll work on the front piece. So for the front piece, I'm going to modify the neckline so the way I want it. So at that center, I'm going to go down by approximately 6 to 7 inches. It depends on how deep you want it to be. So I'm just going to give it a little opening. So I'm not opening it all the way to the shoulder part. Just watch how I did it. I just gave it a little opening, and I'm going to open it up, and this is what it should look like. So I'm also going to go ahead and cut interfacing for both the front and the back neckline. And the first step of our sewing is to go ahead and impute our interfacing. So just go ahead and put out your interfacing like I'm doing here. Pin it all the way, right side facing right side. And after sewing, we'll turn it over to the other side. I'll do the same for the front piece as well. So after joining my interfacing, I went ahead to give it a good press, and this is what it looks like. You can see how neat it's looking. So the next step now is to go ahead and join the shoulders of this crop top. So just place it neatly, just like I'm doing. You can pin if you want. Just go ahead. I'll go ahead and join the shoulder part, then I'll fold the sleeve part as well and give it a good press. So this is what it looks like. By the time I was done folding, I also went ahead to fold the sleeve part and gave it a very good press. So the next step now is to join the sides of our dress. So this is what it looks like by the time I was done joining the sides of our dress. I also went ahead to just fold in the inches I want for the folding allowance. Then I'll go ahead and stitch it round on my machine. And basically that's all for this tutorial. I hope you learned something from this, and I hope you'll be trying it out. So just go ahead and ensure that you give your dress a very good press. And that's all. See you in my next tutorial, guys. Bye.